So we've just started weaning our son the second time. I'll talk more about this in a different video, but this is the setup that I'm using. So we've not got a high chair yet because we realize he doesn't need one at the moment. He enjoys sitting in this, I think it's Fisher Price seat. I'll leave a link below if you're interested. It's worked really well for us from the time he started trying to sit up with his head upright. So it has a little tray which I take off for feeding, and I just put a muslin cloth and a bib on him. The muslin cloth, I place it quite well so that the food doesn't get all over this, but it's worked so far. We don't need a high chair yet, so we're going to use this for as much as we can get to use it for our money's worth. So at the moment he uses this as well to sit around on top of our countertop, with eyes on him of course, and when he's eating and needs to digest the food sitting upright, this is what he does. He sits in here. So we're gonna put him in and the bib on, and this is the HIP organic rice cereal with some expressed breast milk. This is the breast milk that he's going to be having after the rice. We started weaning him actually at 5 months, and then we paused. So what we did was that we started him on the HIP rice with breast milk, and then we got told to give him some veg. We gave him some, I can't remember, but I think he got sweet potatoes, Ella's Kitchen, sweet potatoes, carrots, and I think peas. He loved the peas, loved the sweet potatoes. There's one that he didn't like, I can't remember. He didn't really like it, and at that point I think the doctor, health visitor, they said to advise 6 months is when to start weaning. So what we did was we paused it and just gave him time to readjust, his system to readjust and develop a little bit more. I don't think there's anything wrong with it personally. Some people start at 4 months, but this is what I think. I'm not advising it to anyone. I know in America they do it totally differently, depending on what the doctor tells them. It's not normally exactly 6 months, but here in the UK they really do push 6 months. So long story short, we waited till the 6 months, and then we restarted again, back on the rice and back on the Ella's Kitchen, the remaining of it. We had mango and apple left. He's had the mango yesterday and the day before, which he loved. And then we're going to do the apple, and then we're going to stop the fruits for now. It's advised to try the veg first before the sweet stuff, just so baby can get used to the flavor of the veg and not become picky and eater in the future. So even though we've done the mango, sweet potatoes, I think we've done carrots, and I had given him some banana when I'm eating it, just to introduce him to the taste. He loved the banana. I've also, just for him to kind of like his tongue to touch it and get the taste and flavor from it, an apple, sliced apple. He didn't bite into it, just got the little taste of the juice. And I think I also gave him grapes, the juice of grapes, when I was eating it. So we have ordered some weaning pots, and I've ordered some vegetables. They're gonna come tomorrow, and I'm gonna from here on out be cooking his food. So I'm gonna start off easily by steaming the veg, and then separate. I'm just gonna see how it goes. Really, I'm not following any real plan. I've read upon it and I get the idea, so I'm gonna see how it works for me and my baby. We're gonna get a saucepan as well for him tomorrow to use for his food only, because you're not supposed to put any salt or sugar in his food. So I think it's a better idea to use a separate pot for baby rather than using the pot that we use for our food. So I think that's generally the whole weaning thing in a nutshell, where we're at. We've also got him a sippy cup, and we're gonna try him on water tomorrow, see how he likes it. You can just wet it and wipe his face afterwards. And if you wanted, my baby is quite an active baby, so he probably wouldn't keep still. But if your baby is a lot calmer, you could actually put the muslin cloth as a bib when he sat here, to cover both his body and the rest of the seat. That way his hands are underneath, and it's less messy. But my baby tries to grab onto the spoon, and then he tries to grab onto the food, and it can get really messy. So I'm still trying to figure out how to make it work for us. I know you're supposed to encourage them anyway to touch the spoon, but for now, because we're not using a high chair yet, the this works because with this I can easily wipe him off when he does touch the food and gets it, starts to get it everywhere. Okay, he's getting hungry now. I think he wants us to start eating. So that is it for weaning for now. I don't think there's anything I haven't said. He's still drinking breast milk, expressed. I'll talk more about that in our journey in the future, very near future. I'm going to talk a lot about our journey, or my journey in motherhood during this lockdown and COVID time, everything that's happened so far backwards, hoping that it might be useful to someone out there. And also what I've learned thus far, because we have been through quite a lot of different things that I think might be helpful for someone out there. Yeah, so he's still on breast milk. The weaning is just meant to be complementary, as it's supposed to be, up until he himself is wanting less of the milk and more of food. So that's where we want to get to. This is the rice finished. He had all of it, which is good. So what we're going to do now is going to wash baby and then give him his bottle. So as I said, I've wet the muslin cloth, and I'm going to wipe baby's face and hands with it. At this point, the muslin itself is messy a little bit with rice, and the baby's as well, the bib. It wasn't too messy this meal actually, because using this on the seats really works well. So I think that's it for now, and I'll see you in my next video.